times what happens is, you have an elastic method that's supposed to scale back on the resources, but if all of a sudden you have a really quick spike in the workload, there's not enough time to make any intelligent decisions about what to do when that happens. So Jisto has a very clever method, which is instead of going to some sort of backend server and saying, okay, the utilization is spiking, what do I do? And the server then makes a decision, okay, back off or do whatever is necessary. Jisto has a real-time local method where it makes a decision locally on a per core basis, and as soon as each core spikes, Jisto backs off in real time elastically. So that's actually the only way sort of we can work with some of these customers, because some of these customers expect real-time response and make sure we're not in the way of any resource spikes that are going on. That's the only way we can do it. The tough part is when you go into a customer and you're saying, okay, here's your infrastructure, that you have all the firewall settings and all the security settings and everything, regulation settings that you have running on this. Let us come in and put in a piece of software on each one of your servers. Can sometimes be a tough proposition. The good thing is the way Jisto works is it backs off from the mission critical resources. So if you make a determination that, okay, everything that's already running on here is mission critical, and if it ever needs resources, you have to back off, Jisto does that. So the way we typically do that is, we have a beta test where we run some subset of the cluster and kind of demonstrate that this actually works, and then we go to larger scale. So the resources that Jisto looks at are not just kind of CPU utilization, that's a major one, but some of the other things we measure are memory, storage, bandwidth, memory I/O, sort of all these factors. So when we say we back off with the resources, it's not just CPU. So we make sure that if there's a mission critical application and say it's saturating, the bandwidth, say there's a very important memory transfer that's happening, we measure that the bandwidth is not available for us, and we don't use it. So even if there's a lot of CPU power that we can use, but the bandwidth is too low or the memory I/O is too low, we don't use it. So the big thing that Jisto offers is it's able to make intelligent decisions about where to send the jobs in the first place, based on all these dynamic factors going on. And as soon as something changes in the dynamic nature of this environment, Jisto makes intelligent decisions about what do you do then? Do you stop the workload? Do you pause it? Do you continue it, but just with a smaller amount of resources? Do you transfer it to another server? Do you add redundancy to kind of reduce the latency tail and so forth? So Jisto makes all those intelligent decisions so people don't have to manually do it.